Hello, I'm Ashley, the engineer at Andover Norton, and only this week we've only had 2 questions about clutches, and both of them, in both cases, have had the incorrect plates in their clutch. They've had plates fitted that are neither 750 nor 850 configuration. Right, now I do apologise because I'm going to have to explain this in certain terms that some people may find offensive. This is a clutch spring. This is a pressure plate. That goes to show the level of inquiries we get when we get these calls. Some do not know the difference between the two. Now then, starting at the back of your clutch, you should have a clutch chain wheel. And in the clutch chain wheel should be a back plate, which is either pinned in place or riveted in place. But you must have a back plate. You will then have a combination of friction plates and steel plates. On the early 750 clutches, they had a plate that looked like that. From about 1969 to about 1973, they had a plate like that went into the 750, which is what we call the Fibre plate. If you've got the Fibre plate, you'll have 4 of these and 3 of these plain steel plates. Now then, if you've got an 850, you would have a metal looking sintered plate. This is the latest version. The earlier versions have a wider section of sintered material. You should have 5 of these and 4 of these. Now, there is a difference in plates. Now, some would suggest, well, if you've got more plates, you've got more height in the stack of clutch plates, of friction plates and steel plates. Correct. To get around that, what they did is on the 750 bikes that use the 4 and 3 clutch plate configuration, they used a thick pressure plate. On the 850 bikes that used a configuration of 5 sintered and 4 steel plates, they used a thin pressure plate. You will then find that after the pressure plate will then come your spring. With the spring, I suggest you buy the tool to remove this. I have heard of people getting this out without the tool. How they get it back in, I don't know. They must then find out and have to borrow a tool off someone. But there are people out there that do get these out without the tool, I would imagine, just by flicking the circlip out. Now, these plates are the Fibre plates. They've been around for a good long time. They do exactly as they say on the tin. They're friction plates, but what you normally find is the teeth will go on the inside first. The sintered plate has a steel middle plate and the sintering material. This is the latest version from Surflex. It's supposed to be like a high torque plate. I've not tried them myself. Still wait and see whether they're going to work and how long they're going to last. Who knows? We also sell the Barnett clutch plates like this. These are on an aluminium sandwich material and have postage stamp type friction material. It seems very thin, but it's very hard wearing. The other thing, we've had to work with Barnett to make the 850 clutch plates the correct thickness. All the plates we now sell through our website are of the correct thickness. Previous 850 versions were not. We've managed to work with them. We've given them the drawings and they've got now at the correct thickness. The other question we get with the clutches is, how can I make my clutch lighter? Well, over here, I just so happen to have a plate, one steel plate. It's 3mm thick. The original plates are 2mm thick. What you can do is you can take one of those out of your clutch pack and substitute it with one of this. You do not need to put this in addition to. It is a substitution. These plates are hardened and ground and they should last a long time. It's just another millimetre, but it does seem to make a bit of difference to lighten the clutch. Cheap and simple way of giving yourself a lighter clutch. They work with both the Fibre 750 type clutch plate style and the sintered clutch plate styles as well. But you must substitute one existing steel plate with a 3mm plate. We also have these. These are like a lightweight plate that are designed to go with that type of high torque Surflex plate that go together. Again, I've not tried them myself. We've got them in stock. I'd imagine it would make the clutch a little bit lighter, but how long they last, how durable they are, I honestly don't know. That concludes the talk on clutches today. However, I'd like to add that you may have seen our front wheel hub in its cast form. Only this morning I got the result that it machined up lovely, and we're now looking to collect it on Monday and build it into a wheel. So some good news on some parts we hope to introduce early next year. Thank you very much.